Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Poison, and this is my first ever commentary, believe it or not. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about my gaming technique at Black Ops. Now, I know I'm not the best at the game, but I do have an okay kill-death ratio, so I'm not too shabby. This is my first commentary, I did say, so do take it easy on me. I'm actually playing in Team Deathmatch in WMD. This isn't my best game now. I have played much better games, but I thought this would be a good gameplay to show, as it's me playing slightly above average, if you know what I mean. I'm using a AUG in this game because frankly I like the gun. I'm not AK-47 user. I mean, it's a good gun, but I love playing a little bit different to most others. I mean, the majority of Black Ops players tend to use, you know, AK-47 or the submachine gun AK-74U. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are great guns, but I prefer to play different. You will see I have a master key attachment. I do get a few kills with it in this match. For me, a gun with a master key is just awesome. It's like a 2-in-1 shotgun with an assault rifle. It's just great. Moving on to my perks, I have Hardline, Sleight of Hand, Pro, and Hacker. Now you may ask, why don't I have Hardline Pro or Hacker Pro? Well, the reason is I haven't actually unlocked them yet. The reason why I chose this sort of perk set was because I class myself as a sort of support player. I like supporting my team members by taking down spy planes, attack helicopters, or any air support that the enemy team may call in, which is why I have a Strela on my back. I don't use it in this game because I think the enemy team only called in a few spy planes, and my team was doing, you know, great regardless, so I didn't really need to use it. But I do take it out during the game, trying to find the spy plane, but I fail because, you know, obstructed view. That you'll see it later on in the game. Hardline lets me call a spy plane in for my team at just 2 kills, which is just awesome. Most people tend to use ghosts to hide themselves from spy planes and stuff, but that doesn't really affect me because, you know, I take down spy planes with my Strela anyway. I personally think that the Strela with Ghost is just pointless. If you're going to take down a spy plane with Strela, I mean, you don't need Ghost anyway, and if you've got Ghost, you don't need a Strela. Unless you want to protect your team, which is, you know, understandable. But in any case, Hardline would be a better alternative to Ghost. That's what I think anyway. Sleight of Hand Pro is an absolute must at this game. You need to be able to aim down your sights as quickly as possible to shoot down enemies that sort of, you know, run out from corners or buildings and stuff. So it's, you know, essential, I think, that you get the pro version of this perk as soon as possible. I can understand that, you know, in other game modes you might need Sleight of Hand. Might not need Sleight of Hand, for example, like, you know, in Search and Destroy. I mean, a silenced weapon is recommended, but with that you might need Hardened or Warlord for another attachment, and because you'll be moving slowly in stealth, you won't need to aim down so quickly. But for this particular game, in Team Deathmatch, I believe Sleight of Hand Pro is just essential. You might think otherwise, but that's just me. A lot of my friends say to me, Poison, why on earth are you using Mortar Team in your kill streaks? And my usual answer to them is, I like my Mortar Team. Like I said before, I don't like being a typical Black Ops player with spy plane, you know, SR-71 Blackbird and then dogs or the gunship typical, you know. I prefer to use my mortars, and to be honest, I really very rarely get a kill streak higher than that. I would say 2 out of 3 uses of my mortar team do get a kill with it. I think in this particular game I get mortars twice, and I get a kill in the second use of it. So about where exactly you choose to put the 3 mortar strikes. My personal technique is waiting for a spy plane from my team member or getting one myself, and then placing 1 strike at the exact place the enemy is respawning at the time. 1 a little bit away from the respawn area, because, you know, where basically where they will be moving to, and the last one on the opposite side of the map where the other respawn area is. So basically your side of the respawn area, so that if they do die before a mortar lands, they could respawn at the other side, and hopefully, you know, you can get a kill with 1 of the mortar strikes that you do. Moving on to the Hacker perk that I have. Hacker Pro is great in a sense that it allows you to take enemy equipment for yourself, but it is slightly time consuming, and if you can find an enemy claymore laying about with no enemies near it, then sure, take it. Now I don't know about you, but usually if I see a claymore, I'm sure there's an enemy somewhere nearby, which is sort of precisely why I use the Hacker perk. I mean, a lot of people nowadays use claymores and motion sensors and jammers and stuff, and they're easily missed if you don't have Hacker. So you run into a building and bam, you're dead. I hate that, so I use Hacker to know exactly where enemy equipment is. Yeah. What it does For one, it helps me avoid unexpected deaths, you know, running into buildings and suddenly there it is and you die. And two, it sort of gives me a glimpse of an enemy location, so, you know, I can run into there and kill them and, you know, and all that. I don't really use my equipment much, but I do like to use C4s or claymores at times. I think that these are probably the most effective equipment set in the game, as for one, they are easy to use, and two, they can get you a few kills if you use them like properly. And I think I do get a few C4 kills in this game, so you'll see. I use concussion, those little grenades, because I think they are quicker to throw, and that's pretty much my big reason for using them. I don't throw them too often, but to get the occasional camper, I do like to stun them to make sure they don't kill me first, you know, when I run into them. You'll see here that I do actually pull out my Strel to have a look around and see if I can take down the enemy spy plane, but because of the trees and the sort of bridge or whatever it is, I have an obstructed view, so I can't really hit the spy plane. So I just leave it because, like, I'm thinking that our team's doing great anyway, so just don't need it. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm useless with a tomahawk. I can't get a kill with it to save my life, and believe me, I've tried many times, but I just can't do it. So I'll just stay away from it and prefer to use Semtex instead. Frag grenades take too long to explode, in my opinion, unless you cook them first. But then there's the inevitable, you know, mistakes were made to be careful of. Just you know, why I prefer to use Semtex grenades anyway. This probably isn't going to be the best time to say this, with it being so many months into Black Ops and all the talk about Modern Warfare 3 and everything. But I do think Black Ops is a great game. I don't think it's better than Modern Warfare 2, and I don't think it's worse. I think it's the same on various levels. I mean, I play the exact same way on both games, and the score average that I get on both games is sort of similar. I didn't work it out or anything, but I don't play better in Black Ops than I do in Modern Warfare 2, or vice versa, if you know what I mean. Like a lot of us COD fans, I am looking forward to Modern Warfare 3. I really hope it lives up to its expectations. It should be a great game to play. And yeah, so I'm going to end it there. That's all from me. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I guess I'll see you around.